Welcome everybody. Once again, we're having this wonderful live. Today, it's we are still in the morning here in Brazil. I'm not sure if it's in the morning in Slovenia. Hauptman, welcome.
Thank you. Here it's like 1 o'clock, so it's not morning anymore.
Okay, so you're fine. So you're chill. You're not sleepy.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much. How do you say good afternoon in Slovenia? Dobro jutro is good morning.
Yes, you're right. It's dober dan.
Dober dan.
Yeah.
Okay. So Doberdan Hauptman, welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for accepting the interview.
Thanks for the invite.
Okay, so first of all, we are going to have this short interview about your career. We are
hmm
also going to talk about your experience in EMA, and then we are going to talk about Festival da Canção, which is something that people are excited to know your opinion.
hmm
Okay. So first of all, I would like to know about how did you develop as a singer songwriter, because I know you are a self-taught pianist, right?
hmm
But did you learn music somewhere else? Do is your are you in a family of musicians?
Yeah, my dad is like a hobby musician. He didn't
Mhm.
study music or anything. He just likes to play guitar. So yeah, he was the one who introduced music to me. And then eventually I went studying jazz. So I studied jazz vocals. um, and that's probably the most important chapter of my life. Getting to know jazz, getting to know also Brazilian jazz, which influenced me a lot, I have to say. um, so yeah, then it was like creating my own sound with the bits and pieces I got from, let's say, jazz or pop music, soul, funk. So that was the main thing for me and my music.
Let me tell you something. While I was listening to your music, like I was revisiting it because I've been listening to your music for quite a while, but I
Mhm.
was revisiting this to build this interview. And as soon as I listened to you, it kind of reminded me of our pop music, like artists like Jorge Vecilo. I'm not
Mm.
sure if you know him, but Jorge Vecilo is a big name here in Brazil. And so I would like to know which artists from Brazil have influenced your music, because I could easily notice there's something Brazilian-ish in the sound, the way you build the melodies, the range of
Oh
this.
man, that's a huge compliment for me. Thank you, thank you. I would say, if I can, I would say the guy that influenced me the most was for sure João Gilberto, and Ivan Lins. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is it Ivan Lins?
No, it's perfect. It's
Okay.
perfect, perfect.
Okay. So yeah, these are the guys I look up to. But yeah, as I said, probably I want to get like bits and pieces from them, not copying them necessarily, but
Hmm,
just being influenced and then do my own thing.
okay. We have someone saying hello here. We have Fabio Ferreira saying hello from
Oh, hey
Portugal.
Fabio.
So, what are your other musical influences? Like, is there someone from Slovenia that has influenced you? Someone from the United States? Because, like, they have a very
Sure.
strong jazz scene.
Mhm. Uh, I would say Anderson Park.
Mm,
Then this guy Jordan Rakai. Do you know? He's from,
no.
I think, from New Zealand. He's
Mm.
not as huge as Anderson Park, obviously, but yeah, Anderson Park, Jordan Rakai, Maro. I have to say, um, Liane La Havas. You know her?
Mm, it rings a bell, but I'm not sure if I know her. It rings a
She's
bell.
amazing. Yeah, so I would say those four most probably.
So you were talking to me like behind the scenes. You were talking to me and saying that you really, really like Maru and you have been listening to her the latest EP, right?
Yeah, she's amazing. I mean, I knew her from before, not just the Eurovision thing she did, um, but I mean, she's amazing. I hope I can see her live one time.
Mm.
If
I
she
think
has
you
a
should.
like a European tour, that would be amazing. But I can also visit Brazil or Portugal. Would also be nice.
And I think you guys can totally collaborate. I think you make music that can kind of dialogue. Like I think you could collaborate together. Maybe.
That would be a dream come true for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Pedro is also saying that hello, your song Inema 2022 reminds me a bit of Portuguese music. Loved it.
Thank you, Pedro. Thank you.
So let's talk about Emma. As Pedro mentioned Emma, let's talk about it. How was the process of it? Why did you decide to send a song? Because this is something that this, like I may say, this environment sometimes is not very welcoming for jazz musicians, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
some of you guys avoid participating in this kind of competitions. So why did you decide to say, okay, I'm gonna try this?
Yeah. So first, I did the English album called "Finish Not
Mm,
Perfect" right in 2021,
mm,
and at that time I was sure I can't write in Slovene because when you write in your own language, you're really like your criticism is on a higher level than if you write in English, I would say.
mm.
So first, it was just an easier step for me to start making music in in English, uh, and then it was kind of a challenge. I challenged myself to start writing in Slovene, and you start writing, and it's really not going great, and then you just develop your own way of writing lyrics. And actually Sledim was written for a female vocalist at first, and then she didn't want to take the song. So I said, okay, now I have the song, I actually like it. I did some I changed some small stuff. And then Emma came up. Someone said to me, "You wanna apply? I think you're gonna be accepted. It'd be a nice promo for your music career, like a stepping stone." And I was thinking, no, I can't go to Emma. I'm like a jazz musician. I shouldn't do that. But as it was getting closer to the Emma deadline, I was like, I think I'm gonna do it. And then I just did it.
Who was this artist? The female artist.
I never told this to anyone, like in public, but it was Sara Lamprechnik. She's not really well known. Um, she's an amazing singer. It would fit her voice too, but yeah, as I said, it wasn't meant to be. So maybe we do something in the future. Let's see.
Hmm, absolutely. But something that really caught my attention when it comes to Sledding, and I'm gonna mention it in a minute, but I'm gonna put here Rodrigo's comment before. Kind regards to both from a Sledding fan. Hope you have a wonderful interview.
Thank you. So nice. So much love.
So, for the thing that when it comes, as I was telling you, for us Eurovision fans, when we like the artist, you guys become a soccer team for us, and we want you guys to win. Like no matter how, we want you guys to win. But something that we usually pay attention as fans is the staging. The staging is something that we always pay attention. Like it has to fit the song, it has to elevate the song, and your staging was out of this world. That staging was probably one of the best during 2022 season. I was so shocked how good it was. Like
Oh,
so,
wow.
like who thought about that? Because it was so good. Like when you, everything felt so right when you stood up and started playing the keyboards, like the invisible keyboards, and then you performed in the microphone in front of you. It was so good. Like who planned that?
Yeah, it was the EMA team. It wasn't like my own producer, so to say. It was Nate's. I forgot his last name, but he worked for EMA for RTV, and yeah, he's genius. He does all the big stuff in Slovenia, staging wise. I mean, so it was his idea. The piano, invisible piano, was his. Um, the rest, I wanted to have my band with me on stage, uh, but then again, I'm I'm the artist, so I was thinking, how can I make the band be visible, but have the focus on me, right? So that's why they were like, if you remember, they were
Yeah.
in the background, like the pictures, the videos. Um, yeah, but for invisible piano, I was really skeptical at first because I said I'm not a dancer, I'm not a performer, I can't do this, you know. But then I think it turned out quite well. Yeah. So I'm really happy and thankful to Nate's also.
Yeah, it was very good. Like it was like not just yours, Batista Cadillac was also very good. Like the
They had a
stations,
choreography, right?
yeah, yeah. It was like they had like some. I don't know. It was so good, and you are friends with the band, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you guys cooperated after Emma? Have you been in touch?
Yeah, we're in touch. Actually, one of their guitar players uh, now joined my band too. So
Okay.
we're connected in that way. But yeah, I'm sure um, if we have a song to collaborate on, I'll be happy to do it with them. So yeah, maybe in the future it's gonna be Hauptman featuring Batista,
Oh, yeah. Or
or vice
vice
versa.
versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something that I was quite interested when I was reading some previous interviews of yours. You were saying that you make quite an effort, like to change your image, to work on your social media, to make something inviting.
Mhm.
You took a lot of pictures and very nice pictures, but you don't want to be this social media person. You want to be a live musician. So
Yeah.
how does it work for you? Because nowadays social media is very important, but it seems that you are a person that, okay, I want to make live music, I want people to see me, I want to make gigs, because
Mhm.
this is, after all, like this is something that jazz has that other music styles do not have, because the improvisation is an element
Mhm.
in the genre, right? So
Yeah.
for you, everything, and when things are too uh, planned and fixed, it's not very fruitful. You know what I mean?
Organic. Yeah. Yeah. So the question was about the social media thing, or
Social media, and how are you trying to? How are you organizing yourself between social media and live gigs?
Mhm. Yeah. First of all, I have to say, as an artist, it's really hard to be your own manager, PR manager, booker, and still focus on the music and have the will and the like. You just it's too much sometimes. Um, but yeah, I what I really want to do also with my music, also with my social media appearance, I want to stay true to myself. I want to present to the people who I really am, because if you fake something, then eventually people see that, right? You have to stay true, I would say. um, and yeah, the true Hauptmann is the one who wants to play live, who wants to mm, you know um, songs have to develop and change and transform. It's never an uh, like fixed thing. So right, you record, then you put it on a Spotify and whatever, and then it's done. You have to play live. You have to develop and transform. So that's the thing I'm focusing on. But also in Slovenia, it's not so much places you can present your music. Mm, I mean, you have Ljubljana, which is the capital, and then you have Maribor. I'm from Maribor. Um, these are like the two big cities, so there are a few options you can play. You can have gigs, concerts, but not like huge. And also the following, I think the mentality of the people in Slovenia is not on the level of Brazil or Portugal or USA or Germany. I don't want to be disrespectful, but there's a certain mentality that needs to change. The older generations have their fixed minds on something, like the accordion, the folk music, but we want to change that. That that's our tradition, I know, but it's time to move on and do something else too. Right? So
Well,
it's
absolutely.
hard, it's hard to find gigs sometimes.
Hmm. But like, were you also able to play outside of Slovenia, like in other countries, like neighbors, like Serbia
Yeah,
or North Macedonia?
yeah, true. I played in Serbia in Novi Sad. It was a festival. It was
Hmm.
really, really nice. Serbia has a nice music scene too. I played in Austria. I played in Groningen, Netherlands. Um, yeah, but that was basically it. I think I would need, that time when I had the album out. I would need someone to help me with that. As I mentioned before, it was too much for me to, play, arrange music for the band, book gigs, manage social media. I needed help, but I don't know. It just didn't work out with the help. I mean, so we had
Hmm.
some gigs around Slovenia, but not. It wasn't crazy.
Hmm. Now that you're mentioning it, like, are you planning to release an album, a second album in Slovenian?
Yes, yes. Now I'm focusing because of Ema, and Sledim was really well received. It was the most played song in
Yes.
2022, which was amazing for me. I couldn't believe it. So that was kind of a motivation for me to start doing things in Slovene. So actually, yesterday I came from Austria where I recorded my album. Yesterday I finished the tracking, so now mix master, and it's coming out end of April.
Oh, that's very
Pretty
soon,
soon.
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so I'm excited. I'm excited. That's
Thank you.
good.
It's gonna be a bit more towards like the electronic thing vibes,
Hmm.
not as organic because we did it ourselves. We didn't have the drummer and the bass player and the band.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'm still gonna play live with the band, so it's gonna be like a two types of same album, I would say.
Do you have a title for the album already?
Not yet. Maybe you can help me. It's really hard to. I was thinking of naming it closer, like in Slovene, of course, bliže. Um,
You have a song
because
called Blige, right?
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you really know my music. Thank
Of
you.
course I know. Of course I know.
Yeah, bliže means, or blizu, you can also say it's closer, because every song that's on the album is really personal, my own experience. So it's kind of letting the listener closer to me. So maybe that's going to be the title to answer your question.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, it's interesting because blije is also it's the same thing in Russian, right? It's blije, getting closer, closer,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I think so. As at least the pronunciation is similar.
Hmm.
Blije. Like
Yeah,
when I read,
some words
you're saying
probably we have the we have some words in common with them. So
okay.
you're most probably right.
So I would like to know about your your process as a composer because it seems that you're a very creative person and you really make music that comes from your heart and you try to express your feelings, your emotions, your experiences. And there's a certain song that you gave an interview talking about it called Sunlight, and you
Hmm.
said that you wrote that song in Greece. Can you tell
Yeah,
me a bit about the process of composing this song?
yeah. I was in Greece with my ex girlfriend. We were like just on a vacation in Lefkada, and she worked there, so I was alone during the day, and I had a lot of time to write. So I think Greece inspired me to write. I mean, especially I remember writing the bridge part, the laid back one. You are the reason why I keep improving. That was I really remember like it was yesterday, like where I was writing it. Um, the process itself, I usually have lyrics first. So I
Mm.
have an idea of, let's say, first I write the chorus, like um, the center of the song, I would say.
Mhm.
Mm, so first the chorus happens, and then I when I have the lyrics done, like a novel, not yet the what's it called, like the verses.
Versus.
Yeah. And then I just sit by the piano and think of something, like also about the harmony. If the song is happy, if the song is sad, I mean that's obvious. Um, but yeah, what do I want to say with the harmony, with the melody? Um, Maybe do a contrast between chorus and verses. Have a bridge that goes somewhere else, like Sledim. Like this dreamy thing. We elevate the song and then come back down. So yeah, those kind of things I would say.
That's amazing. But like, can we? There are some comments here. I'm gonna put the comments and then I'm gonna ask you a second question. Loves Ledin. The staging was amazing.
Thank you.
I agree. The staging was great. The lights were perfect for the mood of the song. Because Sledding, it feels like what's the translation, like walking by or passing by or something like that, right? Or
Sledding is like now I have a brain fart. Sorry. Sledim is like not chasing you, but so she's leading and I'm following. Actually,
following.
following. Yeah, Sledim means
Yeah,
follow.
because and it did felt like you were moving, like the way the lights were put on stage. It felt like you were moving, like
That's
you were
really
driving a car, right?
yeah, right. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, thanks for saying.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. Would you take part in Emma again? And I'm not just going to say Emma because there are other festivals in Slovenia
Mm-hmm.
like Slovenska
Popevka. Mm-hmm.
Popevka, and that one Melodia Summer and
Sansa. Okay.
yeah, More and Sunset.
Melodia Moria in Sonsa. It means like melodies of the sea and the sun.
Yes, exactly. Would you take part in any of those festivals? Do you think that would be an interesting opportunity for you to show your music?
That's a really nice question. I was thinking about it a lot because in music, in art, especially, I don't know if the competition is the best thing, to experience as an artist. You don't want to compete with art because you can't measure art, right? I mean, you roughly know what's better or what not, um, but it's really, really um, hard to say. But yeah, if you're asking me if I would go to another festival, I would probably say yes, but not yet.
Hmm.
First, now I want to release the album, see what happens, how people react to it, how they accept it or not. Um, I know these kind of competitions, EMA or Melodia Moria and Sonsa, they elevate the musician. A lot of people see you. So it is a pro, but
Hmm.
also the con side is, yeah, being people judging you,
Hmm.
judging your music. Like you make a song which is like a baby to you, and then you present this baby to a broader audience, and then they're like, yeah, he's ugly. It's it's really hard to accept that then. So I'm thinking about it, but for sure it's a good thing that musician can do, especially in Slovenia.
Okay, I think that you could do well in Slovenska
Popevka.
Popilka. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think that one would fit you better because it's
True.
more classy. They have like an orchestra.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Maybe.
I'm gonna think about that. Thank you.
Yeah, why not? So, another thing that I would like to ask you is you kind of answered me why you are now composing an album in Slovenia and you're moving from English. English was a way for you to showcase your work without being overjudged, right? Because
Mhm.
people are going to judge you quite a lot when you are composing in Slovenia. So I would like to know who are helping you and who do you because Bridge is a song that it's the song that you are performing with a female singer, right? Or is this the
Yeah,
other one? Yeah, it's
yeah, bliže, bliže.
Bridge is the one that you're performing with a female singer. So are you cooperating with your other artists within this album, or are they only solo songs?
There's actually a Brazilian saxophone player as a guest on the album. Yeah, his name is Joander Cruz.
João da
I don't,
Cruz.
yeah, he's living in Vienna. He's a friend of a friend who is a producer. And yeah, so I'm really happy. He did amazing job, and I'm so happy for his playing. But yeah, Isa on Bliže, the female singer, she's the only feature of all songs. So the rest of the songs are just me, my vocals.
Okay, so now that's interesting. There's a real Brazilian touch in the music.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. There's also another guy. He's a drummer, Mateus Jardim. He's also from Brazil, and I mean he's a jazz drummer living in Vienna. And for a long time, I'm really hoping to for him to be a part of something I do. Maybe like a live session, since he's a jazz drummer, right? So yeah, I'm more and more connected with the Brazilian music.
Yeah, and Brazilians are everywhere too. We can always find a Brazilian somewhere. There's always they are everywhere. So let me ask you something. You probably have answered that too, but how do you feel about not having an EMA this year? Because the Slovenian television decided to internally select Jogger Out, who is like this big name in Slovenia. They are a famous band, and it's interesting because Boyan, the vocalist, even said that we were going to apply to Emma anyway,
Mhm.
They were internally selected. So how do you feel about the song? It was a song that was quite well received by the fans. But how
Mhm.
do you feel about the fact that we are not having an Emma this year?
A lot of people are criticizing it uh,
Mhm.
because they feel they should be the judge uh, for the fact who are we selecting, right, for Eurovision. But I have to say I actually like the way. I know probably also some musicians feel like, yeah, I can't present my music because they internally selected Joker out and there's no Emma. Uh, but I guess that's their problem. I'm really happy for Joker out, and I wish, they're selected. They go to Eurovision no matter what anybody says. So the best thing and the only thing we should be doing as Slovenians right now is encourage them and help them to win. We don't have to like the song to help them feel better and do better actually on Eurovision, because if you have support, obviously you're going to do better, right?
Mm, mm.
So
Well,
yeah, if you ask me, I don't miss Emma this year. I think it was a good decision, and I'm happy for Joker out, and I
mm.
really wish them luck.
Mm. Because we do have some pros and cons in this situation, because obviously Emma was able to review you and your song was the most played song on the radio, and Batista Cadillac was also extremely played on the
Yes.
radio with their song. So like there were some positive aspects of the competition. This is actually the thing when it comes to national selections of Eurovision. Not everybody's going to Eurovision, but
Mm,
the songs are should be good enough so people are going to be able to listen to them again, revisit the songs, and use them in other ways, right? They can listen
mhm.
to them at the gym or at home or while they're studying.
Yeah, true. I mean, as a musician, you can still release new music. It's not, you
Mm.
don't need Emma, right, to release music. It's just the people that they're not checking out new music if it's not on Emma. They have to have something on the national television presented, so they're gonna see, right? Nobody is willing to search for good music in Slovenia, I would say. um what was the question again? Sorry.
No, it was just
I
I
think
was
I
just
spaced out.
making no, you're totally in the right path. I was
Mhm.
just talking about there are pros and cons when it comes to having a national selection or why or not having, because like we did not have the all the drama that a national selection usually has, and we internally they internally chose an act that is respected in the
Yeah,
country, right? And they are presenting a very it's quality. It's a good song.
yeah,
It's a respectful song.
it is. I was actually thinking about, when we are selecting, let's say, basketball team for Euro basket, right?
Mm.
We are like getting the best players, Luka Doncic and Goran Dragic and blah blah blah. And we have the best trainer, the best players, the best doctors, the best, like everybody is like, we are selecting the best people for the job. So why are we not doing it with Eurovision, right? Let's take the best songwriter, let's take the best lyricist, also the best producer, the best singer, the best stage producer, and make the best product, so to say, like the best thing we can. Why do we have to have Emma and let everybody do their songs and then choose the one that is, um, I don't know, the best out of what we get? Why don't we, change the approach?
Mhm. Mm. We have a question here that can there's associated to what you're saying.
Mhm.
Pedro is asking, does the Slovenian public enjoy Eurovision? Is it a mainstream show there?
I would say it is a mainstream. Yeah, it's a lot of hype about Eurovision and also EMA. Um, yeah, there's a lot of media hype. Everybody's talking about it when it's happening, even before it's happening. So yeah, I would say it's mainstream and extremely popular.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and there are some. I think in Slovenia, you guys have never won. You guys have never been the top five, but I think there are some legends from in Slovenia that went to Eurovision, like Nusha Derenda, Daria.
That is
Uh,
why
yeah, like
I
she's
would say Maya Kiltz for sure.
Maya Kelts. You have worked with her. Like this
Yeah.
is a question here.
Yes.
Maya Kelts is a fan favorite. Like the fans love her, love her.
Yeah.
And you worked with Leopold the First, who is a rapper, and
Also.
she was also in the team of a certain song that you were playing the piano, and she was a vocalist, like she was providing vocals for the
Yeah.
song.
The latest song. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It was like I think producer Vit Turica sampled her vocals actually. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So please tell me about your collaboration with Maya Kelts because people are probably very curious about that.
Yeah. When she came from Sweden, I think.
Yes.
Uh, she needed a live band, so somehow we connected because she played with the guys before and we were hanging out a lot in Maribor, where she's from. um, so yeah, then we started playing and we I would say we created like our own sound, uh, which let her and her vocals, shine. We were just background band supporting her. And I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. She's an amazing vocalist. And like hearing her perform live, it's like you can't believe. It's like she would have, compressor, EQ, and pitch corrector all here stacked. Like it was brilliant. So she's amazing.
No, she truly is. She was like her vocal performance in Eurovision was out of this world.
Mhm.
She's a great artist. But I would like to ask you, like, do you usually compose to other artists? Do people usually ask you to compose songs for them?
Um, I would want them. I mean, I would want more opportunities for that for sure. I know I can do it. I know I have my strengths, and I think we could create something good. But for now, I didn't do a lot of songwriting for others.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's like my career started last year, I would say, and I think I just need to give it some time. So also maybe people hear my new album and they're gonna see the qualities I have and you know ask me to collaborate. I'm really open to any sort of collaborations. Now, actually, I'm doing a new song in English, which is gonna be released after the album, with another amazing singer, which is not well known yet. She just released her first song, which is amazing. Her name is Lara Osset, and her artist name is actually sounds Brazilian to me. I don't know. It's spelled Larao. I don't know if it means something in Brazil because
How
her
do you
name is
spell
Lara.
it?
It's Larao.
Laro. And the
Larao.
last name?
That's the artist name actually. Her
Oh,
first name is Lara, just Lara.
it's Lara O.
Yeah,
Oh, O is the last name.
Yes, Oset is Oset.
O-S-E-T. Oset. Lara is a very it's a very common name here in Brazil.
Hmm.
It's Lara is oh, I see her. Yeah,
Yeah.
her the first song is called Time.
Yes, amazing song. Check it out when you have the opportunity.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So you are working with her, you're preparing something with her.
Yeah, we actually recorded it already. It's like a rough demo, and now we're working on it. And I'm really, really hyped for this one. Really looking forward. So actually, it's not. Uh, I'm not doing music just in Slovene. It's my album is in Slovene for sure, but I'm, as I said, open to any collaborations, also in English. Um, so yeah, that's the plan or the wish for this year or the next year to do as much as possible.
I hope you do well. I really
Yeah,
hope.
thank you.
We have Pedro is saying is mentioning also Zalagaspe.
Hmm.
That was very good. That was one of the best songs Slovenia has ever sent. That was good.
Yeah,
I personally really like it.
yeah. It was really original, really fresh, and I was actually glad we selected them that year.
Hmm. So now can we move to Festival da Canção?
For sure.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so overall it was 13 songs. What do you think about the songs in a like the overall package? Do you think it was a nice set of songs? Or do
Yes.
you think the songs were not how do you feel about it?
The overall thing, I think it's really good. The way, I mean, your music for me, it's really, really fresh. It's not the mainstream pop we are listening to every day. It's more like, I would say, jazz harmony. People that write those songs know music, and this is the fact I really, really like. And I think the whole world should be doing music in this way. um, so yeah, I love the songs. I still have some favorites, so to say, which I can mention later if you want. um, but yeah, the in general, amazing stuff.
Okay, so how do you want to tell? Do you want to talk about song by song, or do you want to go straight to your favorites?
Yeah, I would go straight to the favorites probably.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, they're not in order. I just have to
Mhm.
look it up on my phone because I couldn't remember the titles. um, these are the four ones I really, really liked, like 10 out of 10. And they're not in order, as I said. So, first one is Sapatos do Cimento from
Yes.
Esse Povo. Esse Povo?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's correct.
Okay. The second one I really liked was You Can't Win Charlie Brown. They're the group, right?
Yeah.
With a song called Contraste Mudo. Contraste. Contraste?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because, for example, if you come to Brazil, there are people that are going to make the T sound like a T, like contrast, contrast.
Contraste.
And people in Portugal, they also tend to say contrast. But like here in my city, we don't say contrast. We say contrast, contrast. So
Contraste.
yeah, so you're fine too. You can go either way.
Okay, okay. And the second word was mudo. Mudo.
Mundo by
No, not mundo. Mudo. Mudo. It says. No?
contraste mudo. Yes, it's perfect. Yes.
Hmm.
So Sapatos de Cimento by Esse Povo, Contraste
Hmm.
Mudo by You Can't Win Charlie Brown, and
Then is Inês Apenas with Fim do Mundo.
yes,
And
perfect.
the fourth one I really liked is by Ivandro, Povo.
Okay. So if I ask you among these four songs, if you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
Contraste Mudo.
Okay.
I think Charlie Brown can win.
Okay, okay. So let me just give you uh, uh, like some information, and this is
Mhm.
good because we invite artists to talk about the songs because we want to know really like somebody outside of the bubble what somebody outside of the bubble would think. So you can't read Charlie Brown is a song that the fans expect the judges to like, but we don't think it's like a possible win. It can't win for sure, but the judges are most likely going to enjoy this song.
Mhm.
Sapatos de Cimento, it's difficult to say how they're going to do because they qualified because there was an error in the televoting,
Mhm.
and the Portuguese television decided to qualify them because people were trying to vote for them, they could not vote.
Mhm.
But this song, I said many times before, this song is a song that could easily be played here during the carnival. It
Yeah.
has this Brazilian feeling, right?
Yeah. True.
Inês Apenas is a song because in Portugal it's different from Slovenia because Slovenia they have this they open right submission people to send songs, but
Mhm.
Portugal they don't do that. They there are some artists.
Uh-huh.
Please, you want to say
Yeah.
something?
So they have like a pre-selection, or
They invite the composers, and the composer is going to decide if he's going to perform the song himself or if he's going to send the song to someone else. So,
that that's really cool.
yeah,
We should do that.
yeah. Well, maybe maybe it's a good idea for Slovenia because that's what Portugal does. They invite the composers. They also have these. Some of the songs are they are from an open call. They make an open call for songs, and Inês Apenas was a song that came from the open call. She's a new artist, and like many people like her, including Pedro. It's her favorite. It's his favorite.
Mhm.
Inês Apenas is his favorite, and
Okay.
many people really like her. Like she's a favorite among the fans. Like not a likely winner, but
Mhm.
people usually like her. Um, the fourth song that you mentioned about Ivandro, Ivandro is probably the biggest name, the most famous artist in the list.
Oh.
He's very famous, but people do not expect him to win because like his fan base do not really watch the festival. But he was the most streamed artist last year in Portugal. So he's
Oh
like
wow. He's huge then.
he's huge. He's huge. So that's it. So it was very nice knowing your opinion. Like well, I was surprised.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for asking for my opinion. Songs are the best. I mean, I hope I didn't disrespect someone.
No.
You know. But yeah, amazing stuff. I'm
Do you wanna
sure.
make
I'm sure
please
whoever
please?
you choose, it's gonna be a great decision.
But do you think like is there someone else that you would like to mention? Someone else this one called my attention too, but it was not like a 10, it was a 9.
Uh, I mean, it was already Ivandro for me. Ivandro.
Hmm.
Right. Um, he was the fourth one. I wasn't sure about at first because yeah, as you said, his music is probably the reason why he is the most streamed, right? Because of the genre he's doing stuff in. He reminded me a bit of the male vocalist Portugal sent 4 years ago or 5 years ago when they won. When you
Salvador
know,
Sobral.
yeah, because he was, it was a ballad. He was just standing in front and pouring his heart out, and it was an amazing song. So that year I was really happy that he won.
Oh, thank you. Pedro is saying, asking you if you like it, A Festa by Edmundo.
Now I don't know if I remember. Um,
It was a guy in red, like he was dressed in red.
Guys, one was a dancer.
Mm, I'm not sure if he was really dancing. He was just in red. It was a guy in red, and there it was like some instrument that sounded a bit like an Arabic instrument.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was cool, but I guess it's again my love for Brazilian music and Brazilian vibe that um, that I missed with this song. I don't know.
That's
Mm,
okay.
yeah,
That's okay.
uh,
That's
yeah,
okay.
probably that's the reason. Yeah.
That's fine. That's your opinion. That's fine. Okay, so any last words, Hauptman? I'm so glad you accepted this. Like, I'm fangirling, I'm interviewing you, but I'm also fangirling here because I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
And I'm happy you accepted. I'm happy you were so generous to give your opinion, offer you your knowledge on music, and share your time with us.
It was my pleasure, really, and thanks for the really nice talk.
Okay, so see you guys. Thank you for being here with us. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Ciao.